So, what's going on, y'all? I'm back. It didn't take a week in between me doing videos. And I'm back with my daily ramblings for anyone that's listening. First off, I want to say to YouTube, I see you. I see what you're doing. My last video, things got a little bit political. And I noticed that for some reason, not very long into the video, um, the whole video part gets wonky. The audio still works. But that's cool because, you know, I'm gonna keep talking about whatever I'm gonna talk about. I'm not saying they're trying to sabotage me or anything. I'm just saying. Anyway, so um, if it's your first time here, I've just been spending some time just rambling. I don't edit this stuff. I just record it and I upload it, and that's just what's gonna happen right now because that's what I have time to do. And I think I have some beneficial things to share with the world. And if nobody watches it or nobody cares about it, at least, I have record of my thoughts, you know, whether it's something for my kids to look at, something for um, other people that feel like-minded or care about what I have to say. So, you know, hit the subscribe button if this is your first time here. Let's see if I can make it to 300. That's the first goal here. But anyway, today is interesting day because today is my 41st birthday. Now, here's the thing. 41 was a big thing because it's like you officially realize you're not young anymore to a certain extent. Like you've done enough life to gain a little level of wisdom. Um, 41 doesn't really feel like anything necessarily. It's just another day. And here in the office, had to get up early, get some work done. I think my one little self-care thing today is going to be going to the barbershop, doing something about all of this. And then some chores, relaxing with the wife. But kind of what I'm reflecting on today at 41. I talked to my wife a little bit about it last night. And, well, so let me add to the 41. My wife is 5 months pregnant now. That's great. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Those that don't know me, though, this will be my third kid, but my first in this marriage. So I have two children who are older. I have a 19-year-old and I have one that's about to turn 17. I was young when my first one was born. I was 21 years old. And looking back, I feel like, man, my kids had to go through a lot because I was basically a kid. Myself and their mother were kids to a certain extent trying to figure things out when we raised them. And I spent so much time working, hustling. There was a time period when I was doing sales management, retail sales management. I was living in Jacksonville, Florida, running a wireless kiosk. And there was times where I was clocking 70, 75 hours a week, easy, especially during the holidays. In this particular mall we were in, we would open up, I'm trying to remember correctly, but I think there was times we were opening up at 4 o'clock in the morning and it's closing down at midnight. It was some crazy stuff we were doing in retail back then. And I was low staff. I remember when my son was born, I took maybe 2 days off and I was back at it. And throughout the course of their life, while I've always been an involved father, it's like everything was just in fast forward mode, moving so fast because I was always on the hustle. Dang, I lost a little light there. See if we can get it back. I was always on the hustle. I was always working. I was always on the next scheme to get more money. And I wasn't able to be as present, even though you can be there, but not be there, if that makes any sense. And I went from that sales management job in the air traffic, mandatory 6-day work weeks, often 10-hour days, long commute for me. And I just realized one thing I want to try to do as I go into another year is I have a new child, coming into existence with a older, wiser me. There's some things that aren't a benefit to being older and having a kid, but one of the benefits is you get to look at what you've done in the past, how you've lived life, and learn from those experiences. I won't say mistakes because we do the best we can. But I realized I wasn't able to be as present for my other two children as I wanted to be. And you get caught up in this hustle and you feel like, oh, I'm doing it for them. And it's necessary. We got to put food on the table. But I think as much as possible, I want to be intentional, not just with the child coming into existence now, or it's in existence, because, she's alive in my wife's belly right now. So she's already there. She's here. But with my other children also, with the rest of my family, just making sure that I'm present, that I'm not bogging myself down so deep in the hustle that I lose track of why I'm doing all of this in the first place. So I guess maybe that's my message to, anyone that happens to listen to this. What can you do to be more present? Are you hustling to the point that you forget what you're hustling for? It's crazy because when I think back to when my children were first born, their first couple years of life or whatever, I realize that I didn't spend enough time just looking at them, just sitting with them. It's like, as this baby's on the way, it's like I'm amped up just to sit with her, just sit on the couch, just to play with her, to do tummy time, just to be present. Because you can't get the moments back. You can't get the day back. I think is one thing as you start to realize that you're mortal, as the years start to tick on and you realize you're getting older, you're not going to live forever. You realize how much time that's worth, how much time with the people you love is worth. So I think that is my thoughts and my lesson for 41, is to balance the hustle with my presence. And I can't stop the hustle. I'm a person that I like to do a lot. I often do too much. I'm a high achiever, and no matter what rung I'm at, I always want to reach the next rung. And I don't necessarily want to kill that drive. That drive has gotten me far. It's gotten me a lot of places, but I want to make sure that I'm taking the time to make conscious decisions about, in each instance, is my drive today more important than my presence? Ooh, that may be the title of this. Is my drive more important than my presence? That might be a word. But yeah, sometimes don't take that meeting that week. Sometimes don't do that extra work in the middle of the night. Just be with the people that you love. And coming up on 10 minutes. I've been trying to keep these at 10 minutes. It may not stay like that. I think that's all I got for today. Also, be advised, I will be circling back to the politics discussion. I heard what Obama said. I got some things to say about that. But anyway, till next time, y'all. Peace.